What this is over here is a distended auricle. And then look at the inside of the auricle over here. What are these? They're labeled on that diagram. Muscular ridges in the auricle. Yeah, pectinate muscles is correct. Now look at this. This is the lining of an atrium. Notice that the lining is smooth. Now what's this place over here where the pectinate muscles end, and on the other side of that line there's the smooth lining of the atrium. Right there, all the pectinate muscles end sharply, and it's now stretched out. It used to be like a rim of a hole, but doing this 2 or 3 dozen times has flattened it out. So what is that called? Correct. The crista terminalis. That is the place right over here. It used to be the rim of a hole, but turning it inside out dozens of times has now flattened it out. Where the pectinate muscles end and the smooth lining of the atrium begins. That's the crista terminalis. Okay, so that's important. All right, now.
Wait, pectinate muscle ends and what begins?
The smooth lining of the atrium. The atria do not have muscular ridges. They have unlike the ventricles, which have trabeculi carnii, and the auricles, which have pectinate muscles, the atria have a smooth lining.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's look at this.
Okay.
Here's the abdominal aorta.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Here are kidneys. Here's a kidney on the half shell over here. If there's time, which there may not be,
No.
I will get out some other kidneys that I have that show more of the interior details. But just note that over here, we have renal artery and vein. I won't ask you to distinguish them. If you say renal artery and vein, or renal blood vessels, I'll take that, since in this preparation they're not fully separated from one another, and there won't be time to show the other preparation where they are. Now here's the descending aorta. Now look at this. What must these be? Which people who have had Bio 8 at this institution should know. Common iliac arteries. And then, so that the descending aorta branches to give rise to left and right common iliac arteries, and also a coccygeal artery. That does not survive, though. That comes off right from the middle of the bifurcation, or sometimes from one common iliac or the other. Now look at this. Each common iliac bifurcates to give rise to these two vessels. This is going into the pelvic cavity. This one is heading for the thigh. What must this one be? And heading toward the thigh. The external iliac artery. The femoral artery is a branch of this, but not the only branch. Now, must this one be, therefore? Yeah, the internal iliac artery. So here you see the bifurcation of the descending aorta into the left and right common iliac arteries. And then here you see the bifurcations of the common iliac arteries into external iliac and internal iliac arteries. Okay, see, descending aorta, common iliac arteries. Then each of those bifurcates to give rise to an internal iliac artery and an external iliac artery. Okay, here's that bifurcation on the other side. Here's the right side internal iliac artery, and there's the right side external iliac artery. Now let's look for this and see if I can find this thing. See if it still exists.
Oh, J.C. Penney. I used to do that all the time. Especially when I quit, I gave everyone, fucked them over.
Still have a discount card. I never give it back to them.
Just giving everyone 20% off.
I'm looking for a particular brand. Here it is. It's a little. It's thinned out by handling, but still visible.
Oh.
But if I lay it out on my glove like that, it's quite visible. Okay, so here we have the descending aorta, the abdominal portion of the descending aorta, also called the abdominal aorta. Here are the common iliac arteries. Here, each one bifurcates to give rise to an external iliac artery and an internal iliac artery. And then the external iliac arteries end by giving rise to a femoral artery and an inferior epigastric artery. So though it's small, it's important. The inferior epigastric artery curves backwards this way to go to the ventral abdominal wall.
External one?
Inferior epigastric artery.
Where does it branch off from?
It's